I was in a bad place, and I made some bad decisions. And I was married to a guy that was a lot worse than I was.
When my oldest daughter was 1, I found myself homeless, leaving in a very abusive situation. Came back to Oklahoma, really had nowhere to go.
We've had some come many times with abuse. They've come from prison. They've come from drug abuse. Just about every walk of life, every diversity that there is.
What they do is they come out of probably child abuse when they were children. Okay, from there they go into drugs, into domestic violence, it's bad relationships, and then they end up on the streets.
I just made a pact that I was going to change my life, and that it was about me and my daughter now. It wasn't about me anymore. It wasn't about parties or guys or anything. It was me and my daughter.
It was our realization that there are just so many women in particular with children who were on the streets, having come from bad relationships, having had all kinds of circumstances in their lives that they weren't in control of a lot of times.
I was homeless, and I needed to get a place and get out. It was, God helped me find this place. It was time for me to get better.
When our pastor came, Dr. Steve Kern, he had a heart for homeless women with children because that's what his circumstances were. His mother found herself homeless and without anyone to take care of them and his older sisters, and so his heart was there.
The homeless mother with children was the fastest growing group of homeless people in Oklahoma City. So we decided, well, let's start a homeless ministry.
Heart and Hand began between 1996 and 97, and it was for the purpose of helping primarily homeless women with children.
We felt like that we needed to be doing ministries that expressed practical expressions of the love of Christ. And also we wanted to create a model of how that it's the church that should be meeting the needs of the people.
They can stay here from 12 to 18 months. We help them find jobs. We help them get out of debt. We do dental care for them. We help them get counseling if they need counseling. We have them lined up to get their eye exams, to get glasses if needed. We supply all their food, all their clothing, we don't charge no rent. They get free laundry facilities, and we supply the detergent and all that kind of stuff too.
We wanted to have the freedom to be able to share Christ's love, but also share the gospel and help people have a change of heart so that then they can have a change in their life.
Well, they helped me, guide me, find God in my life instead of needing other things to make me happy and closer to my kids. I've been sober for over 3 years now. Going back to school.
They helped me get back into school. I was able to pay off debts. They help you to budget, to really learn how to live a productive life on your own with your children.
Me and my kids have routines. They've helped me with a lawyer. They helped me find a job. What have they not helped me with?
I think it's important because the moms get an opportunity to spend quality time with their children without any interference, and that seems to be a big thing here.
For them to be self-sufficient and to have the confidence in themselves that they can do it and that their children are important to them and that they have the ability to make a change, to break that chain and that cycle of abuse that so often brings the girls here to us.
It seems to me like most of the women that come through here, including myself, were once victims of child abuse or molestation or just abused or abandoned or just, neglected. And because they didn't have that connect with their moms, same as probably our moms maybe possibly didn't have with our grandparents. It seems like a generational deal coming down. And so once they've gone through that, not having parenting skills, in other words, not knowing how to love or how to be loved or something. It's a process also. It's getting them to connect with their children.
I have 2 children of my own, and at the time when I came to Heart and Hand, I didn't have them with me because I wasn't in a stable place to have them. So moving into Heart and Hand, I was able to get both of my children back with me and it's just been amazing from there.
Our latest count is over 1,000 mothers and children that have gone through our homes. And to be honest with you, it's really gone far beyond whatever I anticipated.
We try to help others is our main thing because we want to glorify Jesus. That's where we are. And our goal is to help people, if they don't know who the Lord is, to make them aware of who He is, to give them opportunities to serve, to give them opportunities to become the people that we all can become.
Well, we have a thrift store, for one, that helps us, fund us and everything. So the volunteers will go up there and help them.
Well, we have everything. We take donations for electronics, clothes, shoes, toys, purses, anything you can think of that you need for your home, we have it here. What the ministry means so much to me because I've actually been through the program. When I started here, I was able to get an apartment in the homes, and I was able to move out about 1.5 years later. So I can testify we do what we say. So that's why the store means so much to me, because I know what it does. I've been there and they've helped me.
People need to see practical expressions of the genuineness of our faith.
I think people are looking for a way to get plugged in. They just don't know how, and they don't know where to go. So when you suggest something as simple as you can come here and you can unload boxes for an hour on a Saturday, or you can come to one of our fundraising events and just help sign people in.
And I think it's important for the church really to be out in the community in the midst of the needs and the things that are there, to show that there is a genuine concern and there are answers.
Just let people know that they're not invisible. Let these women know that the community cares about them and that they're not disappearing into the backdrop.
Some mentoring would be nice for some of our women. You know, some women that are willing to reach out to women that are, you know, maybe have drug or alcohol problems, that are in recovery, that, you know, these women, maybe some parenting skills from somebody else would really, really greatly help these women. And then we have another house we want to open up into a prison ministry for women coming out of prison. And it's a 6-bedroom house, 4 baths, but it's gonna need a lot of work. Just some stuff that we just really can't do by ourselves.
And I like to help people because I can tell them you can change. There's things out there to help, and you don't have to be stuck, or you don't have to stay there. I thought I was. I didn't think there was any way, and I know that. So it's important, and if you don't, who's going to help anybody?
When I came here, it was in my first year of recovery, and it was really rough. I could have went back out and used it any time, but coming here and just the love and support that they show you, being that it is a ministry thrift store, is just something I had never had in my life. And so getting that just really put peace and love in my heart, and I was able to grow from there with the experience here.
They came right when I needed it. It was, I don't like to think about it, but I might still just be stuck. And I hope, I don't even know how to answer that. That's a fear. Heart and Hand saved me.
It's exciting to come across some of the ladies that we've helped in the past and have them come and say thank you, that kind of a thing, and see the progress that they've made since they came through Heart and Hand.
And just the reward of knowing that I'm helping others in a way that I've never been able to help in any other job I've ever been in. The rewards here of just seeing them graduate, or they say, well, thank you. Thank you for being an ear for me.
And that gives a certain amount of gratitude in our hearts for being able to make a difference in somebody's life.
I have struggled greatly in the last 1.5 years with hope. And the one thing that I continue to remember is that These women and what they've gone through, the things that they've seen, the things that their children have had to endure, if they can overcome it, there's no excuse why I can't overcome it. And seeing what God can do on a real scale, it's really nice to go to church on Sunday and hear all these stories about what God is doing in people's lives. And here we're seeing it every single day. And you see it on a big scale, and you see it in little tiny things, and you see it in the smallest little victories. Somebody gets a job interview, and it's a huge cause for celebration at our residency. And that's a huge symbol of hope that you can't, I personally, I don't see it anywhere else. These women are my inspiration, and that's what they are to me.
You know, that's what keeps me here, in knowing that I'm now doing what I've been led to do.
I admire what these women go through. I admire their walks and their journeys and their hardships. And I haven't walked that path. And so I feel like if I can help them, if I have some resources, or if I can partner with other people who have resources that can be of help to them, I feel like that's where I'm supposed to be.
I found my cause.
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 With nearly 50% of all of our kids living with single parents, there's a lot of people that heart and hand need to help. That's where you come in. To get involved, just go to foundcauses.com and we'll get you connected. And while you're there, you're going to see over 3 dozen other causes that you can help during this Christmas season. So log on, find your cause. Thanks for watching.
Found Cause is brought to you by Sand Ridge Energy and sponsored by the Joshua Foundation and Crescent Services.